All right, we welcome as we find ourselves in Ankara on the continent of Marquette. It is our. You have gone ahead and emerged from Kalmaro and being very successful, if not bloodied, you have received the additional blessing of the god Corellin, who also seemed to be able to repurpose the life force of your friends, the ghosts, into a resurrection that has emboldened you now. Now, moving about, you have been given about a week before they wish to see you again at those who follow the all-knowing mistress, the Cobalt Soul. So we are ready for some Bastion improvements, shenanigans, Bastion actions, and all the stuff here. So, love to hear about it. Whoever would like to go first?
So I think I'm going to add the teleportation circle to my bastion.
Nice.
Still thinking on the other one. But my lair action, or my lair actions. Apparently, I think I have lair actions now. So the
Bastion
actions my bastion actions for the two facilities that are already there, are going to be craft a magic item, cloak of protection, and then craft another healing potion from my garden.
Nice.
So Tyndall is adding a workshop and a scriptorium to his bastion. And he'll, of course, task folks with in his library with doing research. He'll hire some folks for his barracks. The workshop he's going to commission to make a magical bag of storing. And the scriptorium, he is going to commission a spell scroll for, I think, probably Revivify.
Nice.
So I got to read the crafting stuff for that, so that might change.
We got Julie and Declan.
Well, one of the rooms I'm going to add is a training area. I'll have to think about the other one. And then from my garden, I would like to craft a vial of poison.
Ooh.
And from my storehouse, check on my inventories and how the smuggling is going. And as part of my week in Marrakesh before we leave, I would like to sell a rapier and 2 short swords that I no longer need.
Okay. That works out. And those are magic ones or just regular?
Regular.
Okay. Very cool. So yeah, those end up being half the player's handbook price.
So 22.
So am I looking at this correctly, guys, that we have 4 total of the special facilities now that we're above level 9?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I think Zill then is going to add a trophy room to display some of these kind of grotesque mementos, i.e. body parts that he's been harvesting off of various creatures we encountered in Kelmoro, which he's using to kind of infuse the outreach and conversion efforts with a little more drama and interest. It's easier to convert folks when you show them all the monsters you've decapitated. In terms of his Bastion action, I think he's having his smithy craft a set of mariner's armor, which would just give someone swim speed equal to your speed, and then once per dawn, if you start your turn underwater with 0 hit points, you would immediately gain 1d4. So I think that's what he's working on. I don't know what my second special facility would be. Maybe a sacristy. That sounds thematic.
Very nice. All right.
Oh, so my other one I'm going to add is the greenhouse.
Very nice.
And it's to harvest herbs, which gives me potion of healing greater.
There we go.
I also have a plant that has fruit of restoration,
Nice.
and it has 3 fruits on it. If they're not eaten within 24 hours of being picked, they lose their magic, but they cast lesser restoration. Basically.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
That's
fantastic.
really cool. And it's not an action to get them. They're just there.
Very nice. Eating is a free action.
Picking fruit and eating it is a free action, apparently.
Wait, so like, do you bring the tree with you, or?
So no. So you harvest the fruit, so you pick the fruit, and it's good for 24 hours.
Okay.
Then the plant replaces all picked fruits daily at dawn, and it
Gotcha.
can't be transplanted without killing it, so it can never move it.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's
Oh.
cool.
Very cool. In that case, anything else? Before we get... What else you want to? What else shenanigans? Getting up in the week, you do have the various things.
Can I maybe find some more potions of healing?
For this week. Let's see. Ooh. Yeah, I'd say in this week you're able to find and purchase 4 potions of healing if you desire.
I do. So that's what, 200 gold? For 4 of them?
Yep.
Okay.
Is anyone interested in the Mariner's armor? It could be crafted to
Fortunately, I
fit.
can't wear armor. Wizards. Unless I
Hardly.
take a feat, I can't get armor.
Is it the scale? Oh, any of it. Okay.
Yeah, any of it. Any light, medium, or heavy armor.
I mean, if no one else wants it, I can take it and use it. But
Yeah. But you've
I
got
don't
the leather.
actually need it because I already have it with the jewel.
Yeah, you're the source of the swimsuit for everybody else. Julie, what about Siora?
Well,
you
I
can
have
go tune.
I have a swim speed now.
Well, maybe I mean, I can't use it because of unarmored defense. I mean, one time you get knocked to 0 hit points, you pop back up with 1d4. Could use it just for that. And I don't think it takes up an attunement slot, from what I can tell.
Okay, sure, as long as it can be leather.
Yeah.
And what's it called?
So you just type in Mariner, and then it'll show all the different options. You can just pick the Mariner's leather.
Oh, yep, there it is. Okay.
Very cool. Anything else?
Do we want to save the wine for celebration, or do we want to sell the wine to be better prepared?
For a second, I thought you were going to say, do we want to save the game before we go down?
Well, it's that Savior Schnapp stuff, for those of you who've been watching Kingdom Come.
I'd say sell it, right? I think it would
Yeah.
be the impression it was really valuable.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find some place to sell this really vintage wine.
And Matt, if I'm remembering correctly, it was 100 gold on top of whatever it is to learn a spell from the chateau.
Yeah.
Okay.
This may be a dumb question, but maybe not. For a climber's kit, do we need to purchase a new one if we've used the other one? How does that work?
I don't think so. I don't think it gets used up.
Okay.
As long as you don't leave it behind.
Okay. Nope. And Zill, you're still carrying it, right?
Correct, I've still got it.
Cool. Thanks.
Yep. We don't spend as much time dungeoneering as some other nights.
Cool. All right, then anything else? So, any other things you wanted to say you did in the week or the projects? I know Zill with his proselytizing.
How much can I sell the wine for?
Also the
I've got
wine.
3
Yeah, 'cause
bottles.
you said you were going to do that. So,
Sorry, just trying to organize things on my character sheet because things are shifting.
indeed. Double check that. So, 1,000 gold pieces per bottle.
And just to confirm, we don't want to save 1 bottle, or we're. I mean, I'm happy to sell all of them.
I think we should save 1 for a celebration at some point.
Cool.
Sure. Yeah, I think Zill's kind of ambivalent either way.
Okay, we'll save 1 and we'll sell the other 2. So we have 2,000 gold to split amongst 4 of us. So what was that? 500 gold each.
All right. Any other things to take care of?
Go ahead, Bobby.
I'm just going to go through my spells really quick and make sure there's not an actual cost component that I need before we go down into.
Okay, when we get all together, I'm going to check with everybody to see how many potions of healings each of them have.
Oh, how much each party member has?
Yes.
Zill has none. He does have a healer's kit.
Okay. Sure will give him 3. So you now have
Ooh,
3
wow.
potions of healing.
Thank you.
What about you, Tyndall?
Gotta unmute first. I have 2.
Okay. Then I will give you 2.
So you're giving
I
me
think-
2 more, so a total of 4.
Yeah. So that gives, I think Nazan has 3, Zill has 3, you have 4, and I have 6. So this way, everybody has at least some healing potions, and we all know what each other has.
Tendo would also make you all aware that he does have that scroll of Revivify, not that it will do any good if you can't cast cleric spells.
So I have, counting the potion of greater healing, I have 4. Dylan, do you want to trade and you take the potion of greater healing? For regular potion? Since you're the healer, having that
Sure.
extra healing, do you think would be better for you?
I mean, I don't know.
I think you'd have the extra healing just in case, to prevent you from going down so that you can cast Revivify for us if one of us goes down.
Sure.
Okay,
Okay, I'll
you take the
pass
potion of
you-
greater healing then,
Okay.
and I will remove it from my inventory.
And I'll pass you one of my potions of regular healing, so that you have one of those. I'll add that in. Nope, not potion of greater invisibility. There's the one I need.
I do need a spell component. I want to see if I can find 4 pearls worth 100 gold pieces each.
Okay. Yes, you can gather those.
Great.
Plus, may given the week.
And I need some diamond dust.
All right. Yep. It's easy enough to find here.
Let's see. Okay. Good.
Well, while we're all checking spell components, I guess I'll check mine too. I need some oak bark.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, just any kind. You can basically find what you need here.
Okay.
Just whatever looks.
Whoops.
If you're in a major city.
Making one more last quick check, and I think I'm good.
Okay.
Matt, how much does oak bark cost?
It basically, like, you basically would just go ahead and get like a component pouch. What they list.
Oh, okay.
Well, because the thing, do you use a spell folk guy?
No?
Okay. So yes, you need like, so you get a spell folk guy, or you get like a component pouch that would cover the cost of any non-priced ingredients.
Okay. That's 25 gold. Okay.
That starts to take care of your spells.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay, having managed all of that, last things that Tyndall wants to do. I think in addition to managing his bastion, he would have spent the week just copying everything he had found in the watery place, whatever they called that, in Kelmoro. And then he would, so he'd make a copy for his library, and then he'd make a copy for the Cobalt Soul.
Nice,
and then I think he would also record a copy for his own like private library of just all the visions and the things that he experienced as part of his adventures, almost like a diary of the adventures so far that he would leave with his library.
Nice. I love it. You leave something a little behind in case the worst happens.
Indeed.
Okay. That sounds like it might be good to go. Okay.
Sorry, I did think of something. So, during that week, Nazan would like to find a tapestry weaver and would like to have them weave a tapestry of how he envisions that Zil defeated the monster, because logically that was the only thing that made sense,
Mm,
and have that commission.
okay. From defeating Death's Embrace.
Yeah.
Right. Occasionally, extra people stop by the shop to sketch Zil in all his glory.
He refuses to take off his apron, baking the dodecahedral pastries is his priority. He doesn't understand why these people are here.
They follow
you
you
will feed them.
occasionally. Amazing.
Just imagine them drawing Zil defeating this monster with a pastry, like by handing it a pastry, just killing it. The poison pastry did it in.
Of course. All right. Anything else?
The only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and initiate a long rest, since we've been here for a week and I haven't done that yet.
You're going to click the long rest button. There we go.
I shall now click the long rest button.
Hey.
And I apparently no longer have exhaustion. I apparently had it.
Yeah, I did too. I think we all did from going.
Yeah, from dying, I
down.
think.
Yeah. Death is
So now
exhausting.
I didn't. Don't ask me how.
Because you didn't die.
Correct.
You just got knocked out.
And then
You
I
weren't
got
turned
up
into
again.
coral or killed.
Indeed. And then
I think I also might get a heroic inspiration from sleeping in my bastion. I'll double check that. We can move on.
okay. And do you notice occasionally as you are making these pastries, as you look into the pans and glass, as you see a reflection, you see a legion of orcs standing behind you. And then when you look again, they are gone.
Zil would find this very unnerving and frightening. And whenever he encounters strange visions, he tells Nazan and Tyndall about. So whenever we're meeting back up, that's the first thing that Zil wants to impart. He fears that his mind has been so fractured by these experiences that now the dead of Elixian's army are following him.
All right, so we'll say do this before you go. You have been called to the Temple of the Knowing Mistress, and on your way, you were having these discussions about your time for the week. So, any RP you want to do?
I mean, I suppose that it's possible they are following us. Wait, what happened to them? Looking over at Tyndall, as he was the only one conscious when the ghosts were there.
Oh, to that. Okay. Yeah, so it's that legion of armies or orcs. I got it. My brain is connecting the pieces finally. Yeah.
Listen, that is what Nazan assumes. That is not what the DM said.
That's true. I don't know that that's the same group, but the one that was guarding us, as the iridium was purged from the temple, they were destroyed. Don't know exactly. It seems that whatever magic that was is what was keeping them there. And they screamed as it faded and left, and they basically faded out of existence. To be honest, I was a little afraid they were going to attack. They looked greatly upset, as if they had been betrayed somehow. But
Yes. As soon as you start talking about that, Ciora stops with the look of horror on her face.
What? What is it?
They were our new friends. We were supposed to be protecting them. Because they were protecting the city. And they died because of us.
They died because they made a choice. We can't take on the responsibility of everything that happens. They chose to defend us and something terrible happened. They didn't die because of us.
But they wouldn't have gone to the temple if it wasn't for us.
Did we make them?
No?
So we can't. So they died because they made a choice to defend us, not because of us.
That still doesn't make me feel any better.
But what I'm saying is, don't belittle what they chose to do. They chose something that led to a sacrifice they made. We can't belittle that by saying it's because of us. They knowingly made a choice. Just like we all made a choice every step of this way.
I'll try to do that. I make no promises.
Well, I thought perhaps I had succumbed to battle madness and was hallucinating them, but the prospect that we are truly haunted, I don't know if that's any comfort. Maybe it shouldn't be, though. Maybe we should be shouldering the weight of that sacrifice that they chose, as you said, Nazan.
And Ciora, before you take it too far, I don't know that they actually felt betrayed. They just seemed to be in great pain, so perhaps it was merely the ending moments were painful, not that they were feeling particularly resentful. It's just the best way I knew how to describe what their emotions appeared as. For all I know,
It's a shame.
they could be grateful that they've been released from death, or undeath, or whatever continued existence they seem to be a part of.
Then can we at least go somewhere and honor them? Or maybe when we're back down there?
I think what was even more important to them than their existence was not allowing their city to be forgotten, their sacrifices to be forgotten. And I think that could be a way that we honor them.
Okay, well, I know that Tyndall has a lot in his head in regards to that.
Yeah, wrote it all down. I left it in my library. It's still there. It's just at the library, too. There are records. Perhaps there's more records to be found.
I was going to say, then whatever we find where we're going, maybe we'll get some more information that we can, again, share, since that's been a request, is to not let them be forgotten.
So what is it that you want to do?
I think eventually we just want to disseminate Tyndall's writings on the subject to make sure that their sacrifices are made public.
Okay, just to make sure that goes through. Very good. Other than that, you're going to continue to the Cobalt Soul.
Yeah. I think that's the plan, yeah.
Cool. All right. In that case, you see the people of Cobalt Soul are busy today as you are led to Jamil again, who, as before, has had some food and some water and drinks put out, and has various at this point materials on his desk as he's still looking over it, and gives a somewhat relieved smile as you all enter. So he goes, if it isn't our esteemed members, our heroes. I trust this week has given you ample time for rest.
Yes, among other things.
Good. I am good to hear that you've become such a part of everything here. It does me good that you've made a home here on Corel. Well, I know from your hearing tale from before, it has been hard. And it is the heavy heart but a necessary mind that I here to talk to you about returning below the city.
I think we expected as much.
But things have progressed quite quickly. The consortium of the Vermilion Dream, and, to my dismay, the allegiance of our sites, are pursuing the same goal now. I thought our relationship would make better use of our council, but this is not the case. Both now are trying to stockpile rubidium. Get it together, use it, distribute it, and it is new enough where kingdoms are not aware of its effects, nor do they care. If the flow of iridium out of the Netherdeep isn't cut off immediately, I'm afraid the consequences could be disastrous.
Well, I think to a certain extent we've already seen some of that disaster in the market.
Yes. And from what I can tell, it has grown much worse. Their flow has been secured. And I am told that the consortium in particular has come across an experienced force well over that of what Allsight has been able to cobble together. And they have sent that force down into the Netherdeep, highly skilled people, to get the biggest haul yet.
Sounds like we need to stop that haul.
More than that, I need you to stop all hauls. I need to end this. I want you to find a way to destroy the Netherdeep. From our findings, it is only a sub-dimension or plane. It should have something that is holding it together. Once that is taken care of, it will collapse. It needs to be sealed off permanently. I feel you may only have 14 days before things get out of hand. This, if not done, could change our world for the worst in a way that can never be undone if we do not take care of it quickly. And there is no reward appropriate for accomplishing something like this, but what we can give you is 2,000 gold. After it is complete, if that is what we're able to do. But I need you to do this. Can I count on you?
It's a yes for me.
Yes.
It's a yes for me as well.
High Curator, our quest has drawn us across continents, strongholds of the ancient betrayer gods. At this stage, your reward, though appreciated, is immaterial. My quest is to liberate this lost hero. And yes, prevent this dangerous weapon from misuse.
Good. Speaking of these dangerous weapons, we have been able to obtain information that only through attuning to an item made partially of iridium can you withstand the pressure of the Netherdeep once you are through the portal. I understand you have procured some of these items that will serve you well. And Tyndall, I have noticed your jewel. From my learnings, I think that should give you protection as well from the pressures there.
We have 2 items, and the jewel makes 3. Which leaves one of us needing an item.
Did the brooch prove city on it?
No, it didn't have any iridium with it.
Okay, so then we only have 3. Including the necklace pendant.
Yeah, that's what Tyndall said.
I was not sure if the brooch, which was also found with the weapons.
Right.
Okay.
And he says...
Oh, the brooch of shielding. I got you.
Yeah, well, our suggestion would be to search the ruins to see if there's anything else left behind or her weapons corrupted.
All right.
We still have... Once I realized that the Allegiance wasn't willing to forego. I withdrew from the conversation to keep your pass and access to Camaro open. They have our support in the court as long as your access to Camaro is kept open. They don't know that we are asking you to seal it off, and that is best kept that way. Is there anything else that you need?
Tyndall, please forgive me if I am being too forward or speaking out of turn, but if we should fall in our quest, it was our hope that the truth of our quest would be eventually shared. There's much history that we have uncovered that has been suppressed, and I believe it was our eventual goal to share it widely.
We would be happy to assist in that in whatever type of world is left should you fail. Failure to me is a lot more scary than you seem to think it is for the entire of Exandria.
Well, then we will endeavor to return and share these findings ourselves, of course.
He nods. All right. In that case, you are dismissed. So, anything you all would want to do before you head on down?
Not that I can think of.
Yeah, I think I've made all the preparations I can make.
How long do you think it takes a weapon to become corrupted? And does it merely need to come in contact? Like if it were in contact with the weapons we already have, do you think that would enable the corruption? Or should we see if we can find one more?
I think if we go down there and search there are some places of those ruins we didn't search. It's possible we find what we're looking for there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, is that we didn't search everywhere. So we don't know what we might have missed.
Might also give us an opportunity to uncover some more details about the history.
Okay.
We searched most of the ruins, so I don't think it will take us long to search the things we haven't. So, I think that's the plan.
Sounds good to me.
All righty. So, I guess. All right. And I guess I have the map of Calmaro revealed. So, you can determine where you'd like to go.
Mine says that the DM is not currently hosting a game session.
Oh, I've got one.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yep.
Oh,
Definitely.
now it's working.
Yeah.
Maybe I got into it too early and it just decided it didn't
Maybe.
like me.
I hit refresh just in case to try to. So it gave a little bit of.
Does anyone recall what I color coded these areas with a week ago? Because I certainly do not.
Well, the green is stuff we searched. The one on the right we also have searched. Though that we searched that after you color coded it.
Okay.
And then I think we have the south east and the northeast of those orange circles to explore.
Yeah, that sounds about right, because we explored the 2 circle rooms, went through the fields, the whatever those fields are, or forest, and then we searched the M room, which is where we got attacked. And then we...
No, the M room's where we found the ghost soldiers that we talked to that saved us.
Where did we get attacked then?
On our way back to them.
Yeah.
Probably mid-kelp forest again.
Okay, but we did search the M room, so you are right. It's the one way down south and the one way up north.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Let's go for down south.
Oh, this one we have not actually searched. Down here?
Correct.
Okay, my bad.
Alrighty, sounds good. Sounds like a plan.
Thank you, Fire.
Can I have Messicina transform into a octopus and scout ahead for us, Matt?
Yes.
I'm not sure how quickly we should be advancing, but
Yeah, you're coming down there. I'll get you going in a sec there.
Imagining Tyndall at the center of the group so that everybody has swim speed while we go.
Oh, right. Yeah. It's going to be so nice.
And before we went into the water, I would have cast water breathing.
Yeah. Indeed, remember, depending if you have a Ruidium thing, you could have attuned to it to give you some abilities as well. And those who did that.
Given that I already have the jewel, I think it's best that other people attune to them.
It's up to you.
I
You don't have to. Just it's to have that.
Yeah, I just don't know if I can without gimping myself really badly. It's a short sword and a shield, right?
Yeah. Again, you don't necessarily need to right now.
Yeah.
Just I guess that's just one of those things. It does give you like the swim speed, even if
Yeah.
you're not near somebody. So there's like a few like benefits. That's all.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose we can wait to find them because we're going to have to wait to attune once we find them.
Yeah, it's more like we just wanted that swim speed without having to be close and all that. That's basically what I'm saying.
Well, I have a swim speed now, so I'm good.
Okay. All right, getting close.
I'll stay close to Tyndall.
The roof of this building has collapsed. Its 20-foot high walls remain mostly intact. Coral grows around a closed stone door at the base of the structure.
Going to check it for traps.
As you let Messina go close, because Messina was going in there, you see familiar figures. A smaller goblin, a blue woman, large Maggie herself, waiting outside. And they seem to be close, having a conversation. What would you like to do?
It's been a while
Maggie?
since we saw them.
Maggie, is that you?
Maggie looks and waves. As they go, oh, indeed. Welcome. I go, you all are exploring down here as well.
Yes.
Io looks up and nods, though they remain somewhat tense. She speaks. We were just deciding how to approach our exploration of this place.
Well, I suggest you avoid the jellyfish-looking creatures. They're awfully dangerous.
And I laugh. Oh, indeed, we're about to scout, we think. We've run into one or two. Oh, well, not two. It's been quite, not great, but we've killed a few.
Matt, are they wearing any official looking insignias?
They are not.
Yeah, how did they get down here?
Are they carrying any rudium weaponry or armor?
It looks like Maggie might have something. A large great sword.
Did you have to jump through a bunch of hoops to get access down here? We did. Lots of things we had to do before we could get down here.
Oh, well, we were hired and given a passage, actually.
Oh,
That was,
that was much easier.
I nod. Go. Yes. I guess employers were good in bribes.
What were you hired specifically to accomplish down here?
It looks up. Well, it's quite simple. Right now we are looking for corrupted weapons of that iridium. Then once we're all set, we're going to make our way into the Netherdeep itself and start harvesting. Let's make it a pretty penny per pound.
Lil's gonna turn back and look at the party, start cracking his knuckles.
You do realize that this material is incredibly dangerous, right?
This kind of looks. Everything about this world is dangerous these days. I remember it well. Whether we were in the Betrayer's Rise or with everything else. The travel, the monsters that came from the skies. Yes, we know it's dangerous, but those who are using it, I'm sure, are not going to blow themselves up. Besides, it's a job. And that's what we adventurers need. More things, more money. To keep us going, to find the next thing. Just like you.
Hardly. Our motivations
by the great Resgard. Go ahead, Zil. Sorry.
Well, we're not here merely to enrich ourselves.
I didn't say we are either. Just it's what keeps us eating so we can do more adventuring. Besides, it's happening either way. It's either the job goes to us or someone else.
How much are they paying you?
Well, for what we have room to carry, get a payday of 2,000 gold.
Interesting. And just out of curiosity, is it the consortium, or are you still working with Alosia after what she did in the Betrayer's Rise, or?
Not with her directly, no, but it is the consortium. If you must know, it's... Listen, we know better. They wanted to send an escort, and we told them no way in house. That's not what we were going to do, regardless. But they pay, as long as things are given to them promptly. And like I said, it's a job we need. I don't work, and nor do we trust those bastards. But as long as they are going to be working on it, we might as well make our gold.
Did you hear about the incident in the market?
Looks... No,
The red elephants?
no, not in particular.
Best we could tell, it was an experiment of theirs.
Well... I mean, I don't... Whether we get things for people who are going to sell them or keep them, they're going... She kind of sighs. I just... At some point, after we deliver what we need to deliver, if accidents happen, that's not our responsibility.
So you said 2,000 gold?
Yes.
We've been tasked with a job that is also paying 2,000 gold. If we offered to give you what we would make for our job, would you stop what you're doing?
Okay. I'll take a persuasion check.
I am super social. I am going to use my recap advantage on my persuasion roll.
Okay.
And whatever the dice gets, that's what I get. I have no bonuses. $13.
13. All right. I think for this, as you are trying to accomplish this, I will give opportunity for everyone to add in any unique way to trying to convince these folks.
I think Zill's been glowering the whole time since the conflict became apparent, and he's going to begin to swell, almost double his normal height, and you see extra limbs threatening to burst out from his chest cavity, and these arachnid, like articulated fangs begin to emerge.
So it's fought with these people, and is now just about to go, screw it, kill you.
Well, hopefully in service of like an intimidation check.
I gotcha.
Is this like rolls that we make, Matt? Or
Yeah,
just
give me
describe it?
give me intimidation.
Okay. Let's go. Okay. I also rolled a 13, just like Nazan. But I have a +8 to intimidation for 21.
Ooh. Tyndall, Sierra.
Tyndall would appeal to previous experience with these folks and just look, we're offering you our take, which is equal to your own, for you to walk away instead of working with people who turn their backs on you in the middle of a crisis, in fact, cause the crisis. I think we both know what the better deal is.
Okay. I'll allow a wisdom persuasion given that reasoning.
A wisdom persuasion. Okay, so that's wisdom plus proficiency, so... Okay. So 11 plus 4 for a 15.
Okay. Anything from Sierra?
Sure. So you're going to allow yourselves to be corrupted by doing their dirty work. Because getting anywhere near and touching that stuff is not good for anybody's health. You don't know what it's going to do to you, how it might change you, make you maybe into a monster. Is that something that you want? And you're going to allow these people to use you for their own benefit to potentially harm the world.
Right. Now do another persuasion.
Because I'm good at it, just like
There's no shame check, unfortunately.
11.
There should be.
Yeah, I rolled an 11.
Okay. So they kind of look, and everyone looks at Io. The point is to be heroes. And you all care deeply about this, I see. And to be honest, I trust you. If you say this is going to end badly, and you're willing to put your money where your mouth is, as you say you are, fine. We will stand back. But before we go back, why don't we help you investigate this place?
I'm glad that
Resistance.
since our meeting, we've chosen to forge a path of friendship. It could have gone another way, and I'm very happy that we can call you all friends.
Indeed. We've had each other's backs. There's no reason to stop now. Even though they may have to lay low from our employers for a bit, but it's fine. All right.
Can I offer them refuge in my bastion if they need it?
Oh, they accept that as I go. Huh, that is kind. Gonna smuggle your old friends.
You know, do what you're good at.
So smile. And so, are you having them help you going at least for this building?
Yeah, I mean, I think we'd accept their help. Kinda would anyway.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, did you say this roof is intact on this building? It's collapsed.
Yeah. All right. They kind of line up behind all of you, and they go, all right. You can lead us through. And I know, so you had Maricina, I believe.
Yeah. Sorry, she's a toad right now, not an octopus. I don't even know if I can turn her into an octopus.
Okay. Todacina. As you allow her to look in, and floating in the middle of the ruined villa is a huge jellyfish-like creature with barbed tentacles that you recognize. Its bow is covered with crystalline lattice and has a great axe with veins of iridium arcing up the blade wedged in it. Beneath the bell, a tenderless crimson mass crackles with energy and provides a shelter for a school of tiny, sharp-toothed fish. As you're outside right now, they're not quite aware of you.
Zil, of course, relates that to everyone after perceiving through Todesina's eyes.
Is that what I think it is? Is that a death's embrace with those stupid fish? Oh, that's just oh. I understand why art department was so excited about this future combat. Oh.
I have an idea. Matt, can I use my last charge of the charm of the Eldritch Eye to use clairvoyance to see on the other side of the wall? Because I'm guessing we can't see the jellyfish unless we're inside, right?
Unless, well, yeah, or if you swim up.
But it would probably see us if we
Yeah,
swim.
yeah, it would likely see you, yeah.
Okay. So this is what I'd like to do, Matt. You let me know if it's possible. I would like to cast clairvoyance, see the targets, conjure cannonball, and attack the target using my line of sight through the clairvoyance. Unless you can see literally means I have to use my eyeballs.
Or you can. And what spell is this again? This is Cannonball?
Conjure cannonball.
Conjure Cannonball.
Make a ranged spell attack roll against the target you can see within range.
Right, because
Range is
it
600
still
feet.
emanates from you, so you still need to have like a clear. Like it's so you still can't pass through a solid wall. So yeah, so line of sight is not can you see it. You still need line of sight for a ranged attack.
Okay. Then that won't work.
No, but it would have been cool as fuck.
But if we open the door, you'd have line of sight.
Yes, but I'm afraid that if we open the door, then the jellyfish would know we opened the door. This way, I was thinking that nobody could be grappled by it while I attack it, thus sensing, negating that whole ability that I didn't know it had when I, killed myself last time.
So the biggest thing here is in 2024, this preemptive attack isn't something that is available to you. Basically.
Okay, so in order to attack something, we already have to have rolled initiative.
Correct. You cannot take
Cool.
the attack action outside of a combat, and then it's initiative. You can get a surprise, but you don't get a surprise round. You just get that +5. So it's like if you you could essentially do this, right? But it happens as part of everything else. You don't get to do that.
You're no fun.
Would it be useful if Zil just led the charge and busted in there and allowed you guys to remain back?
Look, just because you killed one, don't get cocky.
Well, it's just because Maggie's here. He's got to impress her, you know.
Oh, I get it. Maggie's hot.
Knowing what made a difference last time, I think Tyndall will preemptively cast Freedom of Movement using a 5th level spell slot, and I think what makes the most sense, because I can attack from range and Zahn can attack from range. I think giving it to Siora and Zill is probably optimal. I hesitate because I feel like it's probably good for me to have it in case I need to get in there to heal, but
In that case, I'll also do Intellect Fortress on Zill and Siora.
okay, yeah, and I'll stick with my choice. We'll do Zill and Siora. We'll see how it goes. If it turns out to be the wrong choice, whatever. That's D&D. Learn by death.
Sounds good. So you guys can't get Intellect Fortress up, and Zill's going to be charging in, it sounds like.
You know it.
Get in. So we will shift.
Beautiful.
Don't try to get on my good side.
Alrighty. And with that. Alright, as the door is busted open and you decide it is time to get in and do some damage, we're going to start with Siora.
Where are the fish in proximity to the...
They are in the space of the Death's Embrace.
Oh.
Get a little more light in there for you guys. Hold on.
So they're receiving cover from the jellyfish.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna hide behind the jellyfish so they can't see me and swing at the jellyfish.
All right, so you swim up there.
A little bit better.
I don't know.
Alright. Oh, 24?
24 hits.
Alright. For 6 points of magical damage. Then using the nicked action, gonna swing at it with my dagger.
Nice.
For a 23 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, and that is 6 points of damage plus some sneak attack since I had advantage on that for an additional 9 points of damage. And then second attack with the short sword is going to miss with a 12.
Okay, yep. Begin slicing over as the tendrils are not happy.
And I still have a bonus action, so I am going to disengage and move a little bit out of his range.
Oh, shoot.
That way I'm not I'm not a free target.
Oh, so you're disengaging and then moving around?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect. Alrighty. In that case... All right. Irvin, seeing that, swims right up as well.
Which one's Irvin?
The
drow?
human.
The human? That's him. Okay. I can't remember these idiots' names. Maggie's the only one that matters.
All right. He takes out his dagger and stabs for a 19 to hit. As he does a total here of 23 damage with his dagger. And then he takes out what you can see is a crimson encrusted short sword. 2 attacks. The first one will miss. The second one misses as well. Oof.
Useless! You're useless, human.
But he did 23, so that's good.
Why isn't the party playing them?
Oh. Next. I don't know. Galceriad. It's going.
That's the drow?
Yep.
You moved in here, you stupid human.
Oh, and they will hit as a large ball of potential energy begins to sap for 25 necrotic.
Oh, wow.
They get close enough to throw. Looks like they won't throw their dagger. They're a little too coward for that one.
I thought they were getting close enough to hit him. Am I wrong on that?
Galceriad, no, he's got it ranged, so
Okay.
he's kind of standing a little back.
Gotcha.
It's
Sorry.
better than to get in there.
Misunderstood that.
Then there be Maggie.
Yeah, she's a hot one. I know which one she is. Where's she going?
Yeah, she's coming right up there. And you can see now she's wearing iridium plate armor. Takes her heavy great axe. Here, first one hits, and second one hits. She's dealing here a total of 35 slashing.
Jeez
damage.
Louise.
That's why she's hot.
As she winks at Zill. Then we'll go to Nazan.
Maggie's now within 5 feet of the jellyfish. Is that right?
Her and the human, who I don't care about.
Yes, she
Okay.
stayed within 5 feet. Yep.
Cool.
But neither one of them
Changes.
is grappled yet.
Yeah, but they're within 5 feet, which changes what unfortunately changes what I was gonna do. Because there's a chance they'll take damage from what I was gonna do. It's okay. That's life sometimes.
Maggie can take it. I don't know about the human.
You know Zill doesn't mind if the closet gets sacrificed.
I know Zill doesn't. I didn't even consider that. So
Beautiful.
yeah, I've apparently inherited that from your brain. So I will just chromatic orb lightning damage it, or at least attempt to. At 2nd level, 27 to hit.
Wow. Nice.
Oh, hey.
You guys are fucked.
That definitely hits.
For 19 points of electricity damage.
Nice. All right. Looks very bad as we go to Tyndall.
Oh, guys, there is an overhead now if needed. We got it fixed.
Tyndall's going to try to ring this thing's bell with Toll the Dead.
Ting,
That's what he's gonna do. So it's a wisdom save.
Got it. $19.
That will save. So that doesn't do much. So we will throw out a. This thing doesn't seem to have been redirecting attacks, so he'll try throwing out a spiritual weapon and swinging with a spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
For 19 to hit.
That hits.
Ooh, for max damage of 12.
Nice.
That's force, by the way. Cool. And yeah, he just wants to make sure he's close enough to everyone that they benefit from his stuff. So that's my turn.
So that was 19 damage. Well, how much damage again?
12.
All right. Then Zill.
So Zill darts forward, coruscating light flashing in these marble-like veins all over him as he immediately, of course, launches into a rage. I'll make my first attack. These are all going to be reckless. First one is the Feral Celerity attack. That's a 27 to hit.
That hits.
That is 17 magical slashing.
Nice.
And then he's going to forego advantage on the next attacks to use the Brutal Strike feature, which is... Oh, he should not have. That's going to miss. I think he's showing off for Maggie. And puts too much into that attack and whiffs. And then the second one is a 19 to hit. It's going to be an additional 15 magical slashing. And he...
How do you want to kill it?
Oh, well, he just maintains eye contact with Maggie the whole time as he cleaves through the bell. And then he'll kind of wind it up and present it to her in like a bridal carry.
Very good. As Dermot rolls their eyes, focusing on the fish, and throws a bolt of holy light.
Am I supposed to take the tentacles off?
Yeah,
Okay.
24 to hit. That'll definitely do it.
Didn't even let me get to use all my
As he
other
throws
tentacles.
14. He stays back.
I know,
This
I'm
is
moving
14
the-
radiant damage.
Excuse me, I had to move the tentacles.
With that, the fish begin to swarm right over Irvin.
Good, he sucks.
Ooh, that definitely hits Irvin. He takes 15 piercing. Oh, 15
Who cares?
piercing,
It's only
basically.
Irvin.
All right. So he goes, they're on me.
No.
Isaiah goes, quit your whining. She pulls back her longbow. She's going to stay back here. Let's see here. There, 614. Perfect. Let's do this. She misses, hits, and hits. A total of 40 piercing damage. It was half because it is a swarm. So he goes, y'all learned some new tricks? And Siora, it is your turn.
Move up to the swarm of fish and swing at them.
Very good.
Ooh, for a 28 to hit.
That hits.
So that is 10 points of magical damage. Using the nicked action, I'm going to swing at them with the dagger. Ooh, for a natural 20.
Nice.
Amazing.
So 7 for that, plus some sneak attack. So 4, 6. So an additional 10 points of damage from the dagger. And then back to the short sword for a 22 to hit.
That hits.
For an additional 9 points of damage.
Very good. All right, fishes are dropping.
And that will be my turn.
Got it. All right. Irvin just going whole hog here. Ah, get off me! Ooh, hits with his dagger, misses with short sword once, but hits the second time. For good 10 damage with all this stuff. And what we'll actually do here is let's go to Nzan.
I'll. You told the dead on the swarm? Can I do that to a swarm?
Yeah.
Deck, wisdom 17.
Right. For 15.
Okay. 13.
Nice.
I don't know why I just rolled twice. 13.
Very good.
It's. Oh, but these are damaged. Right?
Yes.
So it should have 2 d12s, not 2 d8s. That's right. Let's call it what it is.
So are you rolling, or what are you doing?
No, I'm going to leave it.
You're leaving the 13?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Tyndall.
Tyndall will ring a second bell and see if he can make him fail. Wisdom save.
13.
That will fail. So 2d12 plus 4. So 12, 15 plus 4 is 19 necrotic damage.
Nice.
Swinging with my magic book.
Magic book attack.
For 22 to hit.
That hits.
For 9 force damage.
Ooh, very nice.
Cool. And that'll be my turn.
And Zill.
Zill continues to attack recklessly. He's going to make use of the brutal strike feature, so no actual advantage. And he is rewarded by the Luxon with a natural 20. So that is regular damage first. That is 22 magical slashing, and then he's going to roll the brutal strike damage, which is another 12 magical slashing.
Ooh, how do you want to kill it?
He will decapitate this one, and then again bundle it up into this armful of, slaughtered Death's Embrace, and present that to Maggie as well.
Nice. All right. With that, the coast seems clear. We'll go to our break and then we'll come on back.
See you guys.
Alrighty. Come on back. So, right after, what does everybody want to do? Do you felled the fish and the jellyfish?
Well, we've got to get the axe out of the tentacle and got to search the place.
All right. In that case, Ciara, if you want to make an investigation check.
Tindo would also like to look around, see
Sure.
if we can find any tablets or any historical stuff.
Both take an investigation.
23.
28.
Okay. Meantime, Zil, if you would like, you can freely take out the ruidium great axe. Then the two of you you don't find tablets, but you are able to find a locked jewelry box.
Ooh. Checking the lock for traps.
All right. I would say looking, it does not seem to be trapped.
All right, then I would like to use my thieves' tools and pick the lock.
Let's go.
And since I'm proficient with thieves' tools, I get advantage, correct?
Yep. Let's go.
23.
23 will do it as you open. You look inside, you can see 2 emerald rings, a string of pearls, and you can see this one ring that looks like it's a purple gem, black metal, and glows slightly.
Hand the box to either Tyndall or Nizan so they can check them. Because I'm pretty sure that one is magical, but I want them to check them and identify them.
All right. Is that going to identify or anyone? I don't know. What's going on? You're
Yeah,
muted, Bobby. There you go.
Nizan will go ahead and identify the ring that is glowing
Yes.
to start with.
Sure. Yeah, the other things are not magical. It's just 2 rings that are 1,500 gold each, and the pearls are 750 gold pieces. This ring, you can look, is Ring of Shooting Stars.
Did you say the string of pearls was 750 gold?
Yes.
Okay.
So what would y'all like to do?
So with the axe, we now have the 4 items we need, right? To survive.
We each have one.
We'll do a tune unless you want to search for more, but it's up to you.
Can you
Well-
use any of those, Nazan?
I mean, I just have to attune to it, right? I don't actually have to use it.
Correct.
So I could attune to the shield and not use it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I guess that's fair. Just like not have it occupying hands.
Yeah, just don't equip it during combat. I don't use it for its purpose. I won't add to my AC or whatever.
Well, we only have one area left to search. Should we search it anyway?
You know,
I don't.
it's supposed to be a little bit of time. Not much, but we have some days left. But I guess if our intention is to go through today, the more resources we expend here, the less resources we have there.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
So we just want to head to our goal? Is that what y'all are thinking?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, unless, I'm
Spend an hour to attune then, and
yeah.
then head that way, I suppose.
Okay.
So we're
Okay.
taking the rest to attune.
All right. With that, they will leave you, your Io and company. As you said, you wanted to proceed on your own.
Scylla's gonna try and carve off one of the more intact tentacles to take back to the trophy room.
Nice. As Maggie says to you, be careful. We can discuss when you get back.
Yes, I would like that very much. You fought so well. It was remarkable to see. I struggled in my for just a moment there. It's very chaotic battle, but as you saw, I distinguished myself quite well.
You did good. You did good.
Nazan, did you hear? She said I did good.
I did.
All right. In case you swim and approach, and you can see a you get up here.
So I have a quick question. So that was an hour we took, right? Is that, since we were tuning, does that count as a short rest?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to use Arcane Recovery and gain back one of my 5th level spell slots.
Got it.
So I'd really like to go in with one of those. Ready?
Perfect.
And then before we go in, there's a couple of spells I want to cast before we go through. One will take 10 minutes because I'm going to cast it ritually, which is Rory's Telepathic Bond.
Oh, nice.
grant us all the ability to speak to each other in our minds. To expand what Zill and I can already do. Everybody else. And then, not as a ritual, but in a 4th level spell slot, I'm going to cast Fortune's Favor, granting each of you a mote of possibility.
Nice.
Junamancy, for reals.
Very good. Where did you go? Amid the ruins of a sunken palace is a gaping rift that pulsates with sickly red light. Black energy swirling with oily colors shimmers and hisses inside the opening of the rift. Glowing spines of iridium sprout from its edges, forming a jagged, partially intact dome around the space. What would you like to do?
In the interest of experimentation, Tyndall would like to move forward and present the amulet and see if it opens.
Okay. The amulet presses against the oily black energy. And a doorway comes open. Ooh. As it does, the energy inside rushes out all at once, surrounding the area. You feel despair and sadness creep into your consciousness. I need everyone to give me a charisma saving throw.
Four.
7.
17.
Nine.
So this is all fails.
Okay, let me reread my thingy. Make sure that this works the way I think it does. Okay, not that one. This one. Okay, so we're all making it simultaneously. I can only use it on one. Boy, even a 17 failed, huh? Well, I will use a charge, and I guess is probably gonna benefit somebody with high charisma save the most. So I'm gonna use it on myself, guys. And we're gonna try again.
Right.
That's a 21.
All right, so you will save. So for the 3 fails, that'll be 33 psychic damage. And then 16 to Tyndall.
By half my hit points. Glad this isn't the old days of D&D and I want to do a system shock.
Matt, could I use my bonus action regeneration?
Sure.
Okay. It's going to cost me 2 of my little...
Wait, what kind of damage was that?
Psychic.
So, resistance to psychic damage because of residium items.
Mm-hmm.
Residium item. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah,
Oh,
psychic
yeah,
items are there to help you out.
So everybody should have taken half that. But you should take it half and half. So
I
is
don't
it?
have a rudium item, so I don't have resistance.
Oh,
I do, but it's not telling me I have.
did you equip it and
And attune it.
Yeah.
attune it? I actually had to click on it to see what it did.
I get this Ruidium Strike feature. Like I get 2d6
Oh,
extra
maybe my
psychic
shield
damage.
is just gives me resistance to psychic damage.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's what it is. We really should have identified these items before choosing who got what.
Listen. Variety is the spice of life.
Yeah, they do have different abilities.
So I'm going to go ahead and do my little regeneration. It's a d12 plus my con modifier, so that is a whopping. Oh, that's 13 hit points back. That's not terrible.
I'm gonna heal back 16. Does that sound right? I think 33.
Okay.
Were we like, are we opposed, Matt, or we just got hit with the psychic damage, but we can still progress?
Yeah, you can go. You can now progress. It is open. This was just like a release of almost psychic pressure that was on the other side of the wall, which means this is likely to happen every time you open this. If you were to go and come back, you'd have to deal with this.
So if we just want to take a long rest right now, Matt.
You feel like that the thing would close.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, guys, let's go. Let's hit the Netherdeep. I'll send Messina through first.
She goes to the rift. And does it send you stuff on this other plane?
Well, let's go.
All right. In that case, you burst from the planar rift and are plunged into deep and freezing water. You see the glow of the jewel and the ruidium equipment that you have, as you only feel pressure for a moment, and it doesn't seem that it is ready, that it is going to be able to compress you into nothingness like it would otherwise. You are floating 10 feet above the floor of a cavernous pit. The rift at your back. Two enormous statues have settled into the seafloor at awkward angles. Each statue is missing its head, and one of the statues has an outstretched hand that looks like it might grab anything that gets too close to it. Covering the statues and clinging to the walls are crystalline tendrils that shed dim, eerie red light. A 10-foot-high tunnel at floor level leads out of the sunken chamber, which has patches of seagrass growing everywhere.
Zill's gonna head towards the tunnel, cautiously, looking back to the group.
I'm gonna follow Zill.
All right. Everyone moving as they can.
Are there any inscriptions or anything on the statues, Matt?
You don't see any writing, no.
What about anything on the walls?
Oh, you see the statues that, looking closely, do seem to resemble the person from your visions.
Both of them, or
Yes.
okay. Huh. Okay.
Yeah, what did you say the light was like in here? Dim red. Okay.
Mhm. There we go. Okay. So, as you proceed, you see from above 3 shapes coming towards you. The one humongous, 20, 30 feet long, with a long snout and nose, its tongue sticking out blue, and its sharp teeth looking to rip you to shreds. It's flanked by 2 smaller creatures, horrifying looking. Their teeth everywhere along their bodies. And with that, I will get our initiative. See, Zill, you get advantage?
I do.
Does anyone else get initiative bonus?
Julie says she has advantage. Hold on. She's having issues with her headset.
Okay, I'll give her advantage.
Okay, I'm back.
Very good. Very cool. Then, as this occurs here,
You said these are going down, or they're already down?
they're swimming down to them.
Oh, Tyndall. Tyndall got swept away with another deep.
All right, Ciora, you'll get to go first.
How far away are they?
20 feet.
I'm sorry?
Wax down. I gotta go
20
get
feet.
20 feet. Okay, so then I will swim up underneath the big one and swing at it with my short sword.
Got it.
For a 21.
I literally just misplaced the box walking from one room to the other room.
21 hits.
All right. That is 11 points of magical damage, piercing damage.
Nice. You stab in there, exposing some of its innards.
Yes. Using the nicked action, I'm gonna swing at it with the dagger.
Can I have my Quasi give her help?
Yes.
for
Take
sneak attack and
advantage.
stuff? Yeah.
So that is a 24.
Yep.
So that is an additional 6 points of damage, and with advantage, I get some sneak attack for an additional 12 points of damage.
Ooh.
Nice.
Second attack with the short sword with a 16
That will hit.
for an additional 11 points of magical damage.
Is this the Ruidium short sword?
Nope.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
Okay. Zill.
Yeah, Zill is going to hurtle forward, of course, shifting into a rage and making the first of his 3 attacks recklessly. He's going to also attack the larger creature.
Nice.
That is a dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so that's 19 magical slashing and 11 psychic damage from the Ruidium Great Axe.
All right, so 30.
And then I am going to use the Cleave Mastery against one next within 5 feet of me if I can.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So this is also reckless. That is a 16 to hit, Matt.
That hits one next. Yep.
Okay. I don't get the modifier. I just get the dice roll, I guess. That's a whopping 2 additional magical slashing. And then he continues in rapid order, swinging away. That's a 17 on the big one.
That hits.
Okay. Max damage. That's another 19 points of magical slashing. And then for the final attack, he's going to forego advantage to do his brutal strike. Got greedy. That's a natural 1.
Oof.
I need to roll something now because I rolled a natural 1.
Yes.
Oh no, bad news. Okay. DC 20 charisma check, which I fail, and I now have 1 level of exhaustion from this axe.
Yes.
And that is my turn.
All right, so it's dim light here. These other creatures are swarming this first one. We'll go ahead and begin biting at Ciora. So we got first bite is a 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
That is 21 piercing damage. And the second bite here is a 25 to hit for an additional 23 piercing damage.
Ooh.
The other one, moving its large mouth, begins to snip and snap at Zill.
Does have advantage on me too.
Got it. 14 to hit.
14 would not hit.
And a 23.
That definitely hits.
Right. For 20 piercing. Your abilities. Alright, as they rip and shred into their victims here. Then we've got the big fella. Very bloodied. But let's see here. He's going to go ahead and go to bite Zill and do a tail on Ciora. So let's go. 18 to hit Zill.
18 hits.
All right. That is 11 piercing damage.
Okay.
With a grapple and restrain.
Oh.
And then with a 26, it swallows Zill. And then the tail whips over to Ciora for 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that is 16 bludgeoning damage.
And I am down.
Nazan.
So the big guy who swallowed Zill,
Yes.
I am going to conjure cannonball at 4th level and attack it.
All right, let's go.
Does a 15 hit?
Unfortunately, the cannonball bounces off the hard scales.
Cool.
Do you have a mote of possibility?
Nope. I gave it to all of you all who did not use it when you potentially could have. With those saves that you had to make. Right? See?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that was because of they had the best of luck with charisma. They're like, "Grr."
Okay. So that sucks a lot. And that would be my turn.
All right, Tyndall.
Sorry, Matt, really quick. I'm going to roll my fortunes to you because I haven't done that yet.
Okay.
I can still. Let's see. Potions are bonus actions, right? Okay. Then what Tyndall's gonna do is load up the good old what you would call Spirit Guardians. Just a regular old 3rd level here. And then he's going to roll up to Ciora. If he can get there, he should be able to get there, I would hope.
Nice.
And give her a potion of greater healing.
Nice.
But as long as he feels like he can actually do it in underwater, but
Yeah, you can give it
Okay.
underwater.
okay, so 44 plus 4. So
It's one of those where I decide some things are hard enough. I don't need to start doing any of this crap.
oh, that roll sucked. 10 HP.
Plus with swimming speeds.
So Ciora gets 10 HP back. And the creatures need a wisdom save.
Oh, cool.
16 is the
Was the Sword of Radiance you did?
Spirit Guardians.
Okay, Spirit Guardians you put up. Okay, very nice.
Matt, the big one rolls a 3.
Nice.
So it's 16 damage on a fail and 8 on a success.
Okay.
The DC is 16.
Enough. So the big one is destroyed. And what was your DC again?
16?
They both fail. And what was the damage for the fail?
Also 16.
Nice.
16 damage, 16 DC. Making it easy today.
Very good. Is that radiant?
That is radiant damage. Yes.
Oh, they take no damage.
Oh, you're putting it back?
No, the big one still takes the damage, but the others are immune to radiant damage. As you see the light go around them, they absorb the light, the power, and then they begin brimming with stolen power.
Okay, I think I'll drop that immediately.
You drop it, and now they seem empowered.
Good job.
Cool, cool, cool.
With that, Ciora!
Well, I guess I'm back up.
Yes, with 10 HP. I want to tell you these creatures are light devourers.
Okay. That's okay. I'm close to one, right?
Mhm.
So swinging at it with the short sword for a 24.
All right. 24 hits.
That will be 11 points of magical damage.
Okay.
Applying
How many again? 20 or 11?
11.
Perfect.
Applying the nicked action, hitting it with my dagger for a 20 to hit.
That hits.
So that's an additional 6 points. Plus, we'll get some sneak attack in here for an additional 8 points of damage. Second attack with the short sword
Mhm.
with a 27 to hit
That hits.
for an additional 11 points of damage.
Nice.
And that's magical.
Very good.
And then I'm going to bonus action disengage and move 30 feet away.
All right. Zill.
So moments ago, Zil was engulfed in darkness, and then suddenly he is cut free of this thing's carcass, and he's mad as hell. So he just starts swinging, on the light devourer that's already damaged recklessly.
All right.
I do have 1 point of exhaustion, so I have a -2 to all d20 rolls. So that 23 to hit becomes a 21.
That hits.
That
Is
is
this the same one as Siora?
yes.
Okay.
So that is 17 points of magical slashing, and then an extra 7 points of psychic from this cursed axe.
Nice.
And then again attacking recklessly. That is in fact a natural 20.
Woo!
Dice giveth and they taketh away. That is 18 points of magical slashing. And then my psychic damage roll is a crit. That's not as impressive. That is 13 additional points of psychic damage. And do I want to regenerate? I think I'll hold off for now. So that'll be Zill's turn. Yeah.
All right. You being the closest thing now to these two, they will go ahead and swarm you.
That was reckless, Matt.
Yep. 22 to hit.
Oof, hurts. That hits.
Then I'm just going to do the other one too. A natural 20.
Yeah. Oh, it crit me right back.
That's unfortunate. Okay, so
I'm raging. It'll be okay, right?
sure. As the teeth hit, the radiant power they have absorbed deals 22 radiant instead of piercing now.
I am in fact resistant to radiant damage.
Woo!
So wait, I'm sorry. How much was that total, Matt? I'm sorry.
22.
22.
For the
Okay.
first bite. And then 40 for the second bite.
Okay. Ooh.
And I'm gonna do this little weird. I'm gonna process all the bites first from the other ones too. 24 to hit,
Hmm.
and then 26 to hit.
Hmm.
So then
Silvery
23
bar.
radiant that will have,
Okay.
and 25 radiant that have.
Okay.
I am so glad that you were resistant to radiant. Because I was like, when they did that, I'm like, oh no. Very good.
I don't know if it's ever
However,
come in use before now, but yeah.
all right. Art department. So making sure they stay within Zill's reach. So they're going to provoke opportunity. They're going to just maneuver so that they're about to do something in a 20-foot radius. So they're going to see if they can get anyone besides Zill in that. It's a sphere.
Where's my fireball? Here. Oh shit. Now you guys didn't want to fight any more starfish, right? Son of a! I'm done. Today's over. Canceled. Canceling today. Just forget it. I'm over it. Does it have to be centered on them?
It is centered on them, yeah. But they can move if they want to, like something they won't leave.
They'd have to leave Zill's range to get.
But no, Tyndall got close. So
Yeah, they can get everyone except Julie.
Okay.
Without moving.
Okay, so all right, so that's going to be Zill, Nazan, and Tyndall. I'll need 2 con saves because you're going to hit twice with this.
Okay. Gonna use a moat. The moat for the first one. Thank goodness.
Yeah. So I'll just let you know this is going to be DC 15s.
Okay.
And then so everyone do their first one. So the first one, if you failed, you get 23 radiant.
Okay.
And half on a success. And then as far as the second one goes, that's 22 radiant and half on a success.
Looking strong with 5 hit points.
As the stolen power from Tyndall radiates into the light. And everything goes dim again as they no longer are glowing with power.
Is that DC 15 or 16?
I thought you said
DC 15.
Oh,
Okay. So if you made both, do you take no damage?
No, you take half if you make it.
Okay.
it's 23 and 22, so half is 11 for both of those, right?
Yep.
Okay, got it.
All right, that's all their moves, and we go to Nazan.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and chromatic orb one closest to me. Electricity at 3rd level.
Okay.
That's a natural 20 for 29.
Nice.
So this is now 8d10 damage.
Nice.
Nope, that's the wrong one. Ignore that damage. 23 electricity damage.
Okay.
42 is better, but it was the wrong spell.
Oh. All right. This is the one that has been damaged, so it looks pretty bad. Anything else? Is that it?
Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action take a healing potion.
Okay. Tyndall.
This. Do I use my other 5th level spell slot already? I think I do.
Welcome to the Netherdeep.
I think I cast Mass Cure Wounds is what I do.
Okay.
And is Julie within 30 feet? Ciora within 30 feet.
Our department says yes.
She moved 30 from you.
Okay. So then we're all within range. That should, let's see, let's make sure I have the count right. Up to 6 creatures. Yeah, that's all of us. Cool. Here we go. 5d8 plus 4. Let's be good. That's not bad. 29.
All right.
It's above average. So we all heal 29 hit points back. And do I have anything I can do with the movie section? Lesser restoration is not helpful right now, and I guess I have a potion of healing. That I could take. I don't think it's time for a potion of healing, though, so I think Tyndall is just gonna brace himself with a shield and be prepared for these things to hit hard.
All right. Ciora.
I would like to swim up to one of these other things and flank it with Zill and swing at it with my short sword.
All right.
So that is a 28 to hit.
Jeez, that's a crazy roll.
That hits.
I'm over today.
Ooh, for 11 points of magical damage.
How do you want to kill it?
Oof.
Stab it right straight through the middle.
Nice.
How close is the other one?
5 or 10 feet.
Well, I would like to move up to it and swing at it.
All
With-
you have is 30 feet, right?
No, I have 40.
Oh, okay, then yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Cool.
Swing at it with the short sword for a dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
And that will take 4 points of damage. And since I didn't get to use the nicked action on the last one, I will use it on this one.
Nice.
And that is a 23 to hit.
Nice.
For an additional 6 points of damage.
Very good.
Did I get sneak attack on the last one?
I don't think you process sneak.
No.
So go
Okay.
ahead.
So an additional 8 points of damage.
Nice.
And, well, since I can't do anything, since I've already used all my movement, I can't really disengage. So that will be my turn.
All right. Then Zill.
All right, Zill is going to turn on the remaining enemy, and he's going to use 4 maneuver points for his
Ooh.
newly unlocked ability, Carrion Feast. So he makes a normal melee attack, which he'll do recklessly. So at first, it just takes the usual 13 points of magical slashing. And as the great axe bites deep into it, he's going to use the axe where it's embedded in the creature as leverage to wrench it closer to him, and then he's going to sink his now elongated fangs into its wherever its throat would be, and inflict an extra 22 points of necrotic damage.
Very
Which
good.
he draws all that vitality and light right back out of the creature into himself, and he gets to restore, or not restore, but gain 22 temporary hit points equal to the damage he inflicted. And then as bonus action, he's going to do more of his regeneration because he is looking so rough, and that is another 10 points of actual HP back, and that is Zill's turn.
Good.
Oh,
It's going to continue its assault on this crazy monster that Zill has become. So here we go. That is a 26 to hit.
oof.
And a 24 to hit. So that is 26 piercing, and then 23 piercing.
Okay.
So 13 and 11 ultimately.
Okay.
Especially guard this place. And we'll go to Nazan.
Okay, can I move up to a point where all of my allies are within 30 feet of me?
You should be good right there because they're only up like 20, right?
Yeah. So you
Okay.
can get there pretty
Cool.
easy. So what would you like to do?
So at 5th level, I'm going to cast Intellect Fortress, which will give all of them the effects of Intellect Fortress.
Okay.
So you'll have resistance to psychic damage, as well as advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws.
All right.
I'm now concentrating on a spell, but I am a warcaster, so I've got that going for me.
All right, Tyndall.
Okay, we'll see if I can ring this thing's bell with Toll the Dead. Wisdom saving throw, DC 16.
5.
Cool, and it is damaged, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Go 2d12. That's not bad. 15 plus 4, 19 necrotic damage.
Very good.
So that's my action. And gonna hold off on bonus actions for now. So just gonna hold my shield there and actually, is it within 5 feet of me? Am I outside of its reach?
Yes, you're because they killed the one that was right next to you.
Okay. Then I will back up 5 feet.
Cool. Siora.
Okay, so I would like to stay within its range and move to flank it with Zill and swing at it with my short sword.
Nice.
For a 26 to hit.
That hits.
That is 6 points of magical damage. Add in some sneak attack for an additional 5 points. Using the nicked action, swinging at it with my dagger. For a natural 20.
There we go.
That's an additional 9 points of damage. And then swinging at it again with the short sword. For an 18.
That hits.
For an additional 5 points of magical damage. And
Nice.
that will be my turn.
Very good. Zill.
Zill is going to recreate the savage attacks from his previous turn. So that is 13 points of magical slashing, attacking recklessly, with an additional 10 points of psychic damage from the great axe. And he is going to take another bite out of this creature for 17 necrotic damage. He regains his temp HP. And then as a bonus action, you know what? I'm getting low on points. I will not do that. That is going to be his turn.
All right. With that, how do you want to kill it?
I think he just chews through its throat until he
Nice,
hits
bro.
vertebrae.
Very good. Then with that, the room appears to be clear of threats.
Okay, could use some healing after that, so I will cast an aura of vitality and start healing some people up.
Hey, just FYI, I'm only down by 1, so you may exclude me from the healing because I'm sure everybody else is worse off.
I'm down 70. But more concerning, I only have like a quarter of my barbarian spell slots left.
Yeah, well, welcome to the caster world. You wanted simple, right?
I'll use a second level cure wounds on myself. So you worry about you and Zill.
Okay, I only need 9, so I'll probably only take 1 or 2.
Oh.
Okay, well, with that, it's probably going to be 2.
17.
Cool, that will get me toppered off. Cool, and then Zill, I got 8 heals coming to you. That's 8. 6.
Beautiful. Keep them coming.
8.
Wow.
6.
Okay.
10.
Ooh. Okay.
8.
Nice.
2 more. Another 8.
Heck yeah.
And 9.
Zill has a healthy glow about him now. Went from death's door 6 seconds ago to now big. Right as rain.
It takes a minute. Aura Vitality is a nice topper spell. It's like great for recovery. All right,
And
having recovered. Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
Since I have Warcaster, wielding the shield doesn't affect my ability to cast spells, right?
I mean, if that's what it says.
That's how it used to be anyway.
I guess I'll do the hand somatic components. So really, the shield is giving me disadvantage on athletics related skills, which, let's be honest, not my strong point anyway. So if I equip the shield and actually took the armor bonus from it, it doesn't affect my spell casting. So I think I'm going to do that. Does that make sense to everybody else?
Yeah.
Are you proficient with shields?
No. Which is why I have disadvantage on all those abilities. Because it's showing I have disadvantage on acrobatics, athletics, sleight of hand, stealth, and on strength saves. Which
But I
all
think
are
if
negative
you're-
numbers anyway.
I think if you're not proficient with armor, it still prevents you from casting.
Does it? Okay. I'll read up on it then before I do that.
There it is. Casting an armor. You must have training with any armor you are wearing to cast spells while wearing it. You are otherwise too hampered by the armor for spellcasting.
All right.
Well, we're still in the first room of the mega dungeon, so
Indeed. Are you ready to go to the next room, or are you running away?
Who do
She
you
also
think we
running away
are,
when
Sir
we talk.
Robin?
Onward to death or glory.
Alright. Leaving the rift behind, you move on with a small opening of this cavern, dark area. And as you come in, the water shimmers as you are transported out of the undersea gloom and into a child's room. Simple comforts are scattered around the room's perimeter. A teddy bear, overgrown with ruidium. A cradle lined with ruidium spikes. And a rocking horse with tendrils of ruidium crawling up one side of it. Simple toys are scattered on the floor, with more of them on small wooden shelves, all laced with ruidium. Sunlight shines into the room through two small high windows. You hear muffled voices coming from outside, and an occasional dull thud. What would you like to do?
Cautiously go over to the window and peek out.
You go to peek out. The opening is 7 feet above the floor. So I believe you are how tall, Sierra?
Good question. I don't remember. Oh. 5'6".
Okay. So it's about the bottom of it is about 1.5 feet above your head.
Are we no longer in water then?
No, you're standing
Oh.
here.
I'll go peek out the window. I'm 7'6".
So your eyes over there. You look out and you see two human beings being attacked by a band of 6 people armed with farm implements. One male has a kindly face and a bushy brown beard. There's a woman with a worry-lined, scarred face, olive skin, both wearing simple, dirt-stained garments made of what looks like one piece of cloth. The ones around them are shadowy, draped in worn-out clothes, red eyes burned from beneath their wide-brimmed hats.
So report back what I'm seeing.
You hear in all your heads, "You have found me, my friends. Witness my earliest memory. The pain of a child born under the ill-fated sign of Rudis. We were turned on by friends and kinfolk as war raged around us. Many people suffered from my presence, my parents most of all. My story begins with them. Their story dies with me. With a loud crack, one of the shadowy figures strikes Alekshan's father, sending him to the ground. What do you do?
Syl would begin rushing these creatures to intervene
All right.
without even hesitation.
Kick open the cottage door. Begin rushing to the outside.
Almost as if caught up in Zill's gravity, I follow.
I follow as well.
During that, can Tyndall reflect on the room? And I'm curious if he sees anything here, because he knows this person became a great hero. And he's curious because there's a disconnect between the experiences he's witnessing and how that person became a hero. Is there any clue here as to what might have inspired that path?
You look around the best you can. You handle the toys. Well, you can see the name Alekshan carved on its flank in common. And you hear, such a thing no longer holds a special place in my heart. But it might be worth something to you. But as far as what you're trying to understand, not sure quite what you're looking for.
Well, so the experiences he's having here are the experiences of somebody that, he's an outcast, and I'm wondering how he went from that experience of an outcast to be inspired to be a hero that fought the forces of evil for people that he probably didn't even like because he was an outcast, or wasn't necessarily connected to because he was an outcast.
Right here in this memory, you don't get a sign. But looking through here, I do need a charisma saving throw.
Okay. 20?
20. You resist the rudium corruption of lingering in the room.
He'll leave. He's not going to take the item with him.
Okay. In that case, see here. So Siora has advantage, as does Zill. And so you run.
In the room, or
They're running out of the room to these figures. As you run, the figures see you. Two remain behind with the parents of Alekshan continuing their brutality, while four swarm to meet all of you.
I love all the iridium. That's so cool looking. What is that made out of?
Department?
Okay.
What'd you make the iridium out of?
Oh, it's a filament.
Oh,
I printed something red and I took all the gunky gunk.
Yeah,
It's the filament.
that's a good idea.
Red
Interesting.
PLA.
Or as Bobby likes to call it, the poop.
Yes.
Yeah, the poop. I made it out of the poop, Bobby. Where'd my headset go?
Okay, with that, Siora, you get to go first.
Oh, me again. Okay.
Look, you're the only girl. You're
Listen,
the
you get like a
most
plus 10 to initiative every single time. Yes, you.
I have advantage.
Advantage is plus 5, right? So you have 5. That's why.
Ah.
Because 2024, you don't roll twice, you just get an additional 5.
Wow. Okay. So, I come flying out of the cottage at the first one that I see. And swinging at it with my short sword.
Okay.
11's probably not going to hit.
That does not. The shadow
All right.
moves.
So, taking a second attack with the short sword. Does a 25 hit?
Does.
All right. So, that is 7 points of magical damage. And going to use the nicked action with my dagger. Oh, stop that. And 24
That hits.
for an additional 5, plus some sneak attack for an additional 7. And then you know what? I'm going to do it anyway. It's after the fact, but that's fine. I'm going to do Hunter's Mark, the one I hit.
Right.
And that will be my turn.
And Zill.
Zill is going to pounce on the nearest one, bursting into a rage. His second to last rage charge, mind you. Recklessly attacking. That is a 26 to hit.
That hits. I'm assuming the same one as Siora.
Yes, sorry. 10 points of magical slashing, 7 points of psychic, and he is going to use the cleave feature from his great axe to attack one next to it for, first one's a 10, second one is only a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Okay, great. That is 10 points of magical slashing to one of your
Nice. Bloodied.
And then he is doing, okay, so 26 to hit.
Yes.
That's 9 points of magical slashing plus 11 points of psychic. And then finally, one more reckless attack. Natural 20. Let's go.
Ooh.
25 points of magical slashing. And
How do you want to kill it?
Oh, nice.
yeah, I think he swings so hard through this one, it bisects, and the strike like carries him into melee range with the next one down. And that's his turn.
Very
Action, bonus action.
good. Nazan.
Zahn would like to, if he can, aim towards the ones that are on the parents.
Okay.
And he's going to do a firebolt.
Let's go.
16 to hit.
That hits.
That is 10 fire damage.
Nice.
And that is my turn.
Very good. Then Sindel.
All right, looking at the one that Nizan just hit. He's gonna find out how wise they are and try to ring their bells. So I need a DC 16 Wisdom save.
Okay. So go to the back there. That is 6.
Cool. So it takes damage. So 2d12 plus 4 is. Ooh, that's a 24 necrotic damage.
Okay. Very good. They are bloodied.
Feel like I should conserve spell slots. So I will. And I will not use spiritual weapon. I will instead I probably want to be in front of Dazan because I don't want him taking damage when I can take it instead. So sure, I'll position myself between Nizan and the ones close to him.
Okay. So in that case, because you did reckless right there, Zil.
Mine doesn't.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I'm
figured.
pretty much always. Yep, as art
So the
department
3 that
mentioned.
had come forward are going to swarm Nizan.
Nizan or Zil?
Zil, sorry.
Well, our minds have melded to the point that our individual identities.
All right. First hit, 15.
15 won't hit.
Does not hit. Second strike, 23.
Oof, definitely hits.
The third one striking for 22.
Those will both hit.
All right. The first one is 13 psychic damage.
Okay, which I have resistance to, thanks to my homie.
Nice. And then 15 psychic damage.
Wow. Clutch.
Uh,
Clutch, clutch, clutch.
so that the 2 others continue to beat on the parents for this round. Cutting and slicing. Ciara.
Question. What does exhaustion do to us?
It gives you a -2 for every point of exhaustion on D20 tests.
Okay.
Also reduces your speed by 5 feet, I think.
Yes.
Okay. It's okay. So I would like to move to flank the closest one to me with Zil. And I'm going to swing at it with my short sword.
Alright.
For a 27 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so that's 10 points of magical damage.
Nice.
8 points of sneak attack. Swinging at it with the dagger using the nicked action. For a 24 to hit.
That hits.
For an additional 6. And second attack with the short sword. For a 15 to hit.
That hits.
For an additional 11 points of damage.
Nice.
And, move my hunter's mark. I should have done it before. Because I think the original one I had is dead.
Yes.
So, you know what? I'm going to move it to the one at the, I guess it would be the south.
Okay.
I'm not sure where the directional is.
I got you. The one you're pretty sure Zoe won't per kill next turn is where
Correct.
you're going for.
Yes. And that'll be my turn.
Zill.
Well, you know it, you love it, you expect it. Reckless chop chop, 23 to hit,
Yes.
14 points of magical slashing, and an additional 10 points of psychic damage. And then a natural 20.
Ooh.
So that is 19 points of magical slashing and 16 points of psychic.
All right. How do you want to kill it?
He is going to go for the legs, sweep them out from under, and then bring the axe over again to decapitate it, and then charges to the next one. On and on. And with that last strike, I'll use Cleave. For one more. Oh yeah, okay, so that's a 22 to hit.
Nice.
And it's just the D12, not the modifier. So that's an additional 7 points of magical slashing to this guy I'm squared up with now. And that is my turn.
Okay. Rudium Strike, do you activate that? Or is that every attack?
I hope I'm interpreting it correctly. As every attack, it says a creature you hit with this weapon takes an extra 2d6 psychic damage.
Okay.
And there's no extra language.
So you'd put that on this one, right? Then?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, doesn't say. Not to. That's 6 points of psychic.
There we go.
Thanks, Matt.
All right, then Nazan.
How far away are the ones attacking the parents?
Hurt.
They are inside, so move on. 5, 10, 15, 20.
20 feet.
Great. The Nazan is going to attack the one that he and Kindle have already attacked before, and then he's going to move in to give them something else to hit. But he's going to do his attack first so he doesn't get too.
So you're the one that you've already attacked.
Yep. So 19 to hit.
That hits.
That is 18 points of damage. Fire.
Nice.
And then I will move up to behind one of the two.
Oh, that at the parents? You
Yep.
move right up to one. Very good.
Yep.
All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Tyndall.
Tyndall needs to free his comrades up so they can go to help with the parents. So he's going to look at whichever one looks the roughest and probably the one that's right next to him. And he'll reach out and toll the dead by boxing their ears.
Very cool.
It's a wisdom save.
15.
15, I believe, fails. Yeah, 16 is my save. And it should be damaged already. So that's 2d12 plus 4. That wasn't the best roll. That's 10 necrotic damage.
Okay. And anything else?
I don't want to provoke op attacks, but I will rotate around this guy to separate him from his buddies, so I'm between him and the ones attacking the parents.
Okay.
I think the side I'm already on the map.
Got it. All right. So we've got the two on Zill, who will continue to try to wail. They got only a 9 to hit.
Aha.
Then a natural 20.
No.
You had to laugh.
So that will be a 19 psychic.
Okay. He's got my back though.
And then disengage. The other two will stop what they were doing and strike at Nazan.
No.
First one. Only a 12 to hit.
Okay.
Second, enraged. Comes down for a 16 to hit.
Shield.
Okay. There. With that, we're come to the top of the order and the end of the session. We'll resume next week. Watching. Thank you so much. We'll see you then.
Bye, everyone.
Good night.